If you've ever felt like your emotions are running the show, like one bad comment, one mistake, or one unexpected event can ruin your whole day, you're not alone. I used to feel that too, but I've found a better way to live. These 7 Stoic rules helped me detach, breathe, and find peace, even in chaos. If you've been feeling too much lately, this might be exactly what you need. 1. You don't have to control everything. Just yourself. One of the hardest truths to accept is that we're not in control of most things in life. You can't control what people say about you. You can't control if your plans fall apart. And no matter how careful or kind you are, people will still misunderstand you sometimes. I used to exhaust myself trying to manage everything, to keep things smooth, perfect, predictable. But that's not peace. That's anxiety in disguise. The Stoics taught that peace begins the moment you stop trying to control the uncontrollable. You shift your energy toward what you can always manage: your actions, your mindset, your response. When you stop fighting every little thing that goes wrong and instead ask, what can I control in this moment? You begin to reclaim your power. 2. You are not your emotions. Emotions can be intense. Anger can feel like fire. Sadness can feel like drowning. And anxiety? It's like a storm in your chest that won't stop. But here's what changed everything for me. Realizing that I am not my emotions, and neither are you. Emotions are experiences. They rise and fall. They pass. But whose you are, the awareness behind those feelings, that's steady. That's still. The Stoics taught that feelings are natural, but we don't have to act on all of them. You can observe your anger without lashing out. You can feel hurt without shutting down. You can be afraid and still move forward. You are the sky. Your emotions are just weather. Let them pass. 3. Let go of praise and criticism. There's a trap many of us fall into, chasing validation and fearing judgment. It's exhausting, because no matter how much praise you get, it's never enough. And criticism? Even one rude comment can linger in your mind for days. But Marcus Aurelius said something powerful. Ambition means tying your well-being to what other people say or do. Sanity means tying it to your own actions. The truth is, both praise and criticism are just opinions, temporary, unstable, and often inaccurate. When you let go of needing approval, you gain something better: freedom. Freedom to be who you are, to do what's right, to stop performing and start living. You don't need the world's permission to feel worthy. Detach from both the cheers and the boos, and you'll feel peace like never before. 4. Practice. Voluntary discomfort. Most people spend their whole lives chasing comfort. We avoid pain, skip the hard parts, and cling to anything that feels easy. But the Stoics taught the opposite. Seek discomfort on purpose. Not because we enjoy suffering, but because discomfort trains us to be strong. When you do something hard, even small things like taking a cold shower, walking instead of driving, or skipping that extra bite, you build discipline. You train your mind to stop being controlled by cravings and fear. Voluntary discomfort sharpens your will, and when real hardship comes, as it always does, you'll be ready. Discomfort reveals what comfort hides: your strength. 5. Stop reacting. Start responding. We live in a world that pushes us to react fast. You get cut off in traffic and you snap. Someone says something rude and you lash back. We respond without thinking, and then regret it later. But there's a moment, a tiny gap, between what happens and how you react. And in that moment, you can choose. You can choose to pause. You can choose to breathe. You can choose to respond with intention, not impulse. The Stoics taught that our real power lies in that space. The ability to act with reason, not emotion. So next time you're triggered, try this. Pause for just 3 seconds. 3 seconds to remember who you are. 3 seconds to not let someone else control your peace. That's how calm is built. One decision at a time. 6th, accept that loss is part of life. This one hurts, but it's true. Everything you love, every person, every moment, every possession will one day be gone. And rather than ignore this, the Stoics faced it. They practiced what's called memento mori, the daily remembrance of death, of impermanence. Why? Because when you realize everything is temporary, you begin to live differently. You complain less. You appreciate more. You stop wasting time on drama. You begin to cherish the people around you, not out of fear, but out of awareness. Loss is part of life, but gratitude is too. And when you accept both, your heart becomes unshakable. 7, choose purpose over impulse. There's a part of us that just wants to feel good. Now, scroll more, eat more, avoid that hard conversation, skip the workout, snap back at that person. It's easy, it's impulsive, but it never satisfies. Stoicism invites us to live with purpose, to act based on our values, not our moods, to wake up each day and ask, what kind of person do I want to be today? Not what feels good, but what is good. You already have values inside you. Wisdom, courage, self-control, justice. The more you live by them, the more you'll respect yourself, even when no one's watching. When you start choosing purpose over impulse, life changes. Not overnight, but gradually, deeply. You begin to feel proud, not just for what you've done, but for who you're becoming. When you live by these 7 rules, life doesn't feel so heavy anymore. You still feel, you still face storms, but you're not controlled by them anymore. You become the calm in the center of the chaos. That's what Stoicism gave me, and it's why I share this. Because I know someone out there needs it too. If this video gave you even one moment of peace or clarity, consider subscribing, not for the numbers, but because I want to keep building a space like this, where we grow, reflect, and get stronger together. Let me know which rule hit hardest for you. I read every comment, and I'm grateful you're here. This is your Stoicism journey, and it's only just beginning.